overall pick, Victor Wembanyama. I don't know if y'all caught his last G League game, but it was crazy. LeBron is calling the center a generational talent. KD says the league's in trouble when Wembanyama comes in. Steph Curry says he's like an NBA 2K creative player. Woo! Shannon, a lot of praise. Is he going to be able to live up to all of this?
Yeah, but I like his teammate. Whole fat. I ain't gonna say the middle part of his name. I just like his teammate name.
You just like the name.
I do. Skip, I saw him standing, and I know you saw it also, standing next to Rudy Gobert.
I saw it.
Rudy Gobert is 7'2" tall.
He is.
He's considerably taller than Rudy Gobert.
That is correct. I'm with you. I saw it and was shocked by it.
I'm like, hold on. This man is a legit Ralph Sampson, 7'4", 7'5", could handle the ball. Skip. Like I said, Dirk, we had never seen anything like Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk had the three-pointer and the mid-range.
Yep.
He couldn't really put the ball on the floor, and then here comes Kevin Durant.
Yep.
A 7-foot guy that can put the ball on the floor, the heavy, three-point, mid-range, get all the way to the rim. Now we got a guy 4 or 5 inches taller than Kevin Durant, can do all of the same things. I'm not going to say he's going to be Kevin Durant, but he can do similar things, put the ball on the floor, shoot the three, mid-range, get all the way to the rim. Skip, and the kid play defense too. Don't you come in there with that weak stuff. He'll throw it up out of there. We've never seen anything like this, and I'm with you, Steph. You create a player like this. I don't even know if 2K let you create a 7-foot guy Skip that can handle the ball.
I don't think it would. That's a good point.
They're like, hold on, no. You're not going to be able to create a 7-foot guy that can handle the ball like a guard and can shoot the ball like a guard, but he has the size of a true old school center. Skip, he looks good. Skip, and I get Chet Holmgren. You like Chet Holmgren? He's 7 foot tall. But Chet doesn't look like this kid moving, Skip.
No.
This kid is fluid in the way he handles the ball and the heavy and pulling. Skip, I watched him the other night and last night. He come down on the break and he ain't even thinking about it. He ain't thinking about going all the way to the rim. He pulling up from 27.
He did.
I'm like, really? Really? Skip, he looks to be the real deal. And I agree. I mean, LeBron never said this about Holmgren.
He did
KD never said this about Holmgren.
Not even
Steph
close.
never said this about Holmgren.
Well, they never said about any kid.
No.
Nobody.
Skip, 7'4", 7'5". Skip, the guy, look at me, he's raising up, shooting turnarounds over people. No, Skip, you know what? And they're like, well, how good is he going to be? You know what? I'm tanking. Because I'm trying to get in that first spot to see. Because if he's not going to be good, Skip, guess what? He's not going to be good on my team. I'm not worried about him not being good on somebody else's team. Because I'm going to find out. Because I know everybody's going to be. So Utah tried to win like 3 games. Your Spurs.
I know. You got
one franchise, Skip, they're not going to try to win any game. Everybody wants this kid.
When LeBron blessed him the way he blessed him, I was all ears because LeBron's quote was, he's more like an alien. He's not a unicorn.
Yes.
He's an alien. And LeBron goes on to say, I have never seen, no one has ever seen anyone as tall as he is, but as fluid and as graceful as he is out on the floor.
Yes.
It's impossible.
Right.
It's not human. It's never happened before.
Nope.
You realize in some of his big Euro games, he'll get 10 assists.
Right.
He'll get 10 assists.
Right.
And he always he averages 4 blocks. That's a lot of blocks.
Yes.
4 blocks.
Because remember the other night, Skip, they were on him because he didn't have a whole bunch of rebounds. He said, okay, now I'm going to give you 36 and 11 to shut y'all up.
He did. And this is what shut me up, was on ESPN last night, they were able to get Victor to come over and sit with them. And, you don't even know, born and raised in France, how's your English?
Right.
Can we just hear how impressive this young man was at 18 years of age?
When you look at yourself in these 2 games, what's the next goals?
For me, especially now playing on a that was my first time playing on a 48-minute game. And what I noticed is I need to get my, my energy up sometimes, getting used to, playing hard for longer periods of time, because I was getting tired playing, 9, 10 minutes straight. And yeah, I think that's the primarily thing I got to work on.
How tough is it to not get caught up in all the hoopla? People rave about where you are and what you're going to be moving forward. How tough is it for you to concentrate on continuing to improve?
It's not hard at all, because I got great people around me, and Oh no, I'm just doing, doing my thing. I don't really care about all this social media stuff. Or, of course, I get my friends and all sent me some stuff, some posts.
To me, that's 18 going on 28. He will have no problem with the superstardom treatment that he's going to receive here in this country as the slam dunk first overall pick. So when you combine the off-the-court maturity and character with this, I'm pretty sure he can live up to the hype. But speaking of Mark Jackson, who asked the second question there, Mark said on ESPN last night, this is the most talented 18-year-old. He just said the best. This is the best 18-year-old I have ever seen. And to Jeff Van Gundy's credit, he jumps, wait a second, there was this guy in New York City, Lou Alcindor.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm with him. I don't even remember young Lou. He couldn't play when he's a freshman at UCLA because they wouldn't let freshmen play.
But here's the thing, Skip, and I understand what he said. I don't know if he's the best, but he has to be the most talented because Kareem was 7'2". Kareem wasn't shooting threes, and he wasn't putting it on the floor and pulling up from the mid-range, and he definitely wasn't putting it on the floor getting all the way to the rim. He was getting down on the block, left hand, right hand, and throwing the sky hook. And that's not to diminish what he did, but a 7'4", 7'5" guy, Skip,
by the way, he said earlier in the interview, he said in sock feet when they measure in France, he's 7'3". So if you put the sneaker on,
so he's 7'5".
Okay. Yep.
So with sneakers, and he's not going to play in sock feet. He's going to play with sneakers on. So he's going to be 7'5", and he's pulling up, shooting the ball. So when he jumps to shoot the ball, Skip, what is he shooting at that? Over 11 feet high in the air? Who going to block that?
Nobody.
I mean, what do you do? What do you do?
And then, by the way, there was this kid from Akron.
Yeah.
Okay, at 18, he was pretty good.
He was pretty good.
That night at Sacramento, I'm just sitting back saying, he scored 25, I believe.
Right.
Wasn't that his first game?
Yep.
And he was still, I think he was still 18.
He's still 18. He wasn't going to turn 19 until December.
Okay, that was spectacular. That was extraordinary. Right. That was never before seen.
Right.
But again, what Mark is saying, he's 7, LeBron's 6'9", but now we're going all the way up here. And we got skill, and LeBron he's still not a great shooter, but again, he wasn't a distance shooter.
No.
And this kid's already, it looks pretty good to me.
Yes.
It works.
Yes.
And the form is pure. The follow-through is pure. I don't see any flaws at all in any of the teaching part of basketball.
Right.
He is textbook.
Right. Because I think the thing is, Skip, is that the way they play over there, there's not a whole lot of extremely talented guys. So you have to play the right way. You pass the ball, you pick, you set good cuts.
You mean as far as pure athletic?
Yeah. I mean, they got a him, and you get a Rudy Gobert, you get a Batum.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's not the influx
you
of...
You have to know how to play
the game.
And they really know. In fact, in many ways, they know how to play better than we know how to play. They seem to have an easier time adjusting to our game as opposed to us adjusting to their game. Totally
that's why we kind of struggle when we go international, as opposed to you see Luka come in and they're like, oh, Luka gonna struggle. No, Luka not. No, he's not. And I don't believe this. I've never seen anything like this kid. I can agree with this. I don't know if he's the best 18 of this. He's the most hyped since LeBron. And there's a reason why you're going to have 7, 8, 9, 10 teams tanking, hoping to get as many ping pong balls as they possibly can to get a chance at him. And guess what, Skip? He might, is he going to live up to the hype? I don't know. But I'm going to see if he's going to live up to the hype on my team.
Yeah. So just a few days back, 3-4 days ago, I knew his name, but I knew next to nothing about him. And all of a sudden, he's on the map, baby.
He's a household name.
Right?
Yes. I'm Skip. I heard it like they talk about everybody wants this guy, 7'2", or from France.
Right.
Victor, yada, yada, yada. Like, man, come on, some little skinny, y'all talking about some 17, little skinny kid. And then I watched him the other night go drop 37, and then he followed it up with a 36 and 11. I said, yeah, okay, now I see what y'all was yelling from the mountaintop.
Okay. Now, for the deciding factor for me in all the years I've studied your sport and that sport, it still boils down to fire in the belly.
Yes.
Do you have it or not?
Yes.
If you don't, nobody's going to coach it or teach it.
Right.
You either have it or you don't. And I'm talking about the Shaquille O'Neal fire in the belly.
Yes.
Where Shaq, at his most dominant, as you well know, I mean, he is just going to annihilate you. It's just, and what was Shaq, 7'1"?
7'1".
And
at his prime, he was probably around 325, 330. I don't know if we'll ever see. And Joel Embiid is about that, but Joel can't move like Shaq.
No.
Shaq could literally run. Shaq was fast. Shaq might be the most athletic 340-pound guy in the history of the world.
couldn't shoot a lick, except he did have all the little jump hooks that he had high skill in the paint.
Yes.
But couldn't shoot free throws. Obviously wouldn't even try to shoot a three like this kid. So they're night and day in their approach to basketball.
Right.
And Shaq was a good shot blocker, but not the way this kid's going to be. But in the end, Shaq would terrorize the whole team. It's like, we can't deal with that.
Right.
He was unrefereeable in his heyday, in his prime, those 3 years when he just, my Spurs, he would just ragdoll Duncan and David Robinson.
I mean, they would have had they would not let Shaq play. If Shaq could do like what this kid at his size.
Lord.
Man,
well, then
on.
it's over. And it's not fair anymore. So
you can't give him everything.
Okay, but what I can't answer, even Joel's got kind of a mean streak in him in a good way, but I don't know what he's made of because you can't know yet until he gets thrown into this
But I like how honest he was, Skip. He says, look, I got to get in better conditioning. He said, because playing at these longer stretch, I kind of got tired. So he understands his weakness and what he needs to work on. That's, 18, give him a couple of months of just running and just playing basketball.
He'll figure that out.
He'll be fine. Yeah. He looks special. He looks to be the real deal. I can't wait to see him play. I just hope he don't go to San Antonio.
Well, why not?
God.
It's back on the map.
Yeah.
We deserve it.
Y'all had the map. Y'all had Kawhi.
We had the whole map.
Y'all won't treat it right. Y'all didn't treat Kawhi right.
And we never recovered from it either.
He did. He sent y'all in the ruins.
No, he did. But he's saving those Clippers.
Two-time best young player over in Europe, gentlemen. He certainly has a bright future.
He does.
All right, guys, you don't want to miss this one. We have video evidence now. Footage of the Draymond Green punch on Jordan Poole just leaked. Yeah, everybody's going to want to see this. That's on the other side of this break.